Alright, here is my game against my brother. His video is already up. Sorry it's so late. With all the traveling I had to do for the Christmas holiday, I did not have a chance to get this up. So here it is. Enjoy.
Alright, so this is what we got. Goblin Wolf Chariot. I have a Giant. My 29 Orcs with hand weapon and shield. This is my BSB, the Orc Chief BSB. He's got shield, plate armor, and the Talisman of Supreme Shielding, so he's got a 3-up, 4-up. We got 20 Cave Goblins, and my Cave Goblin Shaman. He's level 1 Path of Shadows, Power Shrooms, Dispel Scroll, and the Talisman of Lesser Shielding. Back here, we've got 10 Orcs. They have hand weapon shield. My level 4 is Path of Wilderness, Gem of Dragonfire, and Book of 1,000 Incantations, which gives him Pathmaster. Scrap Wagon with the +1 Strength and the Steady Pursuit mode upgrade. Then I've got 30 Feral Orcs with hand weapon shield. My Orc Warlord, he's an Iron Orc, just the same as a BSB. He's got plate armor, shield, Sprout of Rebirth, Dragon Scale Helm, the Axe of Battle, and a speed potion. Got another Scrap Wagon, another Goblin Wolf Chariot, a 28 Nasher Herd. Ignore them, they're technically Nashers now. A Gargantula, and another Goblin Chariot, Goblin Wolf Chariot.
Alright. And then on my side, I have my Warp Scream Cannon. I have 7 Wrath Knights with the War Banner and Unsourced Weapons. Then I have 2 Changed Chariots, unit of dogs, 2 Lust Chariots. Then I have my General mounted on the chariot. He's Mark Wrath, has a 1-up with the Bluffer's Helm. Then he has the +1 Strength sword and the 4-up ward. I gave him +1 Toughness with the Blessings of the Dark Gods. So he's at 6 Strength, 6 Toughness, 4 wounds. We'll see if he survives by himself. Then I have a unit of 25 Favored with Halberds. The champion has the Screaming sword, so he causes fear, has an additional attack. Then they have the Razor Standard. The BSB is this guy right here. He's got Hardened Shield, the Sorcerer's Bane, which gives him 1 magic res and immune to non-damage hex and augment spells, as well as the Sword of Bashing, so +1 to hit. I gave him +1 wound, right?
Yeah,
right?
+1 wound.
Yeah, +1 wound for his Blessing of the Dark Gods. Then I got this guy right here is my level 3 of Shadow, and he has Dispel Scroll, the Lucky Shield, and the Talisman of Lesser Shielding. And then I have another unit of Hounds. And they're not done yet, but as you can see here, I have my little wound markers for my guys. This one I actually need to add an extra wound on because it's my BSBs. But you get those little skull beads from Miniature Market, and they work pretty well as wound markers. So, anyways, he got deployed all his army by the time before I did, and I had 5 units left, so he got +4 or +5 to his roll, auto win on going to first. So we'll come back after Orcs Goblins turn 1.
Alright, so Orcs and Goblins turn 1 looks like this, and we've got everybody. Nothing really too big. I forgot to do the power motions on him, so I did those now, and he only got 3. So Magic Phase was interesting.
Speak up.
I got a so I got +1 Strength and Toughness on them. I did.
You cast what's it called?
I cast not Shadow Miasma. It was
No, it was the other one, the Wild.
Curse of the Wildwood. I cast Curse of the Wildwood on them.
Yeah.
But
And he forgot that in the very beginning when I told you what he had on him,
Yeah.
that they're immune to hex and augment spells. He tried to push the augment spell, and I was like, okay.
They don't cause damage.
Yeah, they don't
And
cause
this one
damage.
doesn't cause damage immediately, but it causes damage when they move. So, if anybody has any words for that, just let us know if we play it wrong or not. And then I got Shadow Miasma off on his General, and he got -2 to his
Weapon skill,
weapon skill, ballistic skill, movement, and initiative.
Yeah.
And I rolled 3 6s, and he took my level 1 took no wounds, and I lost 2 regular cave goblins.
Yeah.
So lucky. Rolled a 1. And 2 ones. And now it's on to Chaos, or no, Warriors of the Dark Gods.
Yes.
As their name.
So we don't get sued.
Yeah. Where it's their turn 1 now.
Yep.
Alright.
So movement looks like this. Not really much of it. I move these guys back a little bit because he has no shooting, and I do, for once. So move my dogs up. Magic, I cast -1 movement on him, and that was it. And then, as you can see here, his little gobbos are 6 left, and his mage is dead because a direct hit cannon shot hit every single one of them. And without Lookout Sir, or with the fact that
Lookout Sir doesn't exist anymore, just everything goes into the unit.
yeah, unless there's no place for the hit to go into the unit. So
Correct us if we're wrong.
yeah, if we're wrong, correct us. But that's my assumption is every single model was under the template, including the caster. So
Wait, I think everything does go into the actual unit. It's only if you obliterate the entire unit, then it would hit.
that doesn't make much sense. We'll look it up, and you all at home, fucking let us know in the comments. We may figure it out prior to, but comment just all the same. Other than that, it is off to Orcs and Goblins turn dose.
Yep. Alright, so Orcs and Goblins turn 2. So what happened is moved up just a teensy bit with all these guys right here.
Dog, shut up.
11 inches from here. Everybody else moved up. He had dogs there, but they're gone now because my scrap wagon right here killed him down to 1 guy left. He failed his 4-up rerollable.
Because of the general and the BSB
Yeah, the general
within range.
were in range. And he failed it. He ran. He got double 6s, I think it was. But
No, he got double 6s over there.
So
He got run down easy.
Yeah, I rolled 3d6 to chase him down and surprised him for a second because he forgot that I go 3d6 when I'm pursuing. And I went 15
Forgot.
inches.
This is the first time you used pump wagons. Shut up.
Whatever. So I got 15 inches on the pursuit and I ran straight into the warriors.
Which I'm fine with.
And then this one right here, I had
Almost lost.
1. I got a 1 on the roll. It's a d6 plus 1 because I got scythes. And
The only deaths he did.
the only kills I did was 2 dead. And I got 1 wound, but I won by 2. He lost by on a 3-up roll.
I rolled
And he-
double 6s to
Yeah.
get away.
So that happened over there.
Yep.
And then magic. So this is what happened. We decided, look at the rules, and it says that characters, if there's more than 5 models in
Oh yeah.
the unit, they any
Template.
ranged template.
Template. Everything goes rank and file if there's 5 or more models of the same type as the character. So even though the template hit everybody or touched every model, it still goes all into the character or into the unit rather than the character.
Yep.
I'm assuming it's because unless it wipes out every single one of them, then of the rank and file, then it's like one of the goblins jumps in front or something.
So magic phase, I got frenzy on them, and I did curse of the wildwood on these knights over here.
And rolled horribly.
Yep. And it does.
It doesn't.
Any
I'll
move,
say it doesn't matter because you didn't get it off.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, that's right. I didn't get it off.
Yeah, I don't know why you need to explain
I
that.
forgot. I have a really terrible memory.
You're worse than me.
So yeah, now it's on to
Warriors turn 2.
Warriors' turn.
Right. So movement didn't really go anywhere. Again, because I have shooting, he doesn't. He has to come to me. So here, I just moved these guys. My 2 change chariots shifted to the left. He charged into the now non-existent pump wagon. Scrap wagon, sorry. And then I didn't actually. I think I did. I kill it automatically? Yeah, I killed.
Well,
I ended up killing. I didn't kill it automatically.
I killed him at the
The horses fucking punched him in the face. Killed him, and then I chose to overrun and went into his chariot here. His pump wagon did, I think, 3, or no, you did 9 impact hits.
9 impact hits.
3 actually wounded. 1 I saved, or 4 wounded. I saved 1. 3 of these guys died, and then I made with my BSB and annihilated him in
5 attacks, 5 hits.
5 attacks, 5 wounds, all dead. And my dogs ran off the board over here.
Yeah.
So, and again, template, direct hit on these fuckers. I tried doing the negative toughness buff to
on these guys.
those guys, and you dispelled it by 1. Damn it. And then I did the
Shadow
negative.
miasma.
Yeah, I did miasma, -1 movement on them. And frenzies. I thought their frenzy remains in play, so it's off now.
That's right.
Because you didn't get them at your last magic phase. It was magic phase before.
So frenzy.
So yeah, it is now Orcs and Goblins turn 3.
It is. Turn 3 for Orcs and Goblins look like this.
Shitty for him.
Really shitty. So
Somehow.
Failed frenzy for them, and they had to charge into the chariot that was here. I charged into the chariot just because there's strength 5.
He did that prior to remembering to do frenzy check on them.
I moved my little shaman out of the
The one
unit.
fucking guy
and
left.
moved him up here just because I have
Because
two fanatics.
somehow there's 2 fanatics hidden behind the banner over there.
He's got him under his robe.
Yeah.
And then
Giant
this right
balls
here.
under his robe.
So I made 2 pretty much max distance charges, and I got into both of them.
This was kind of a bullshit fucking combat for
Complete bullshit for
him.
So I do 2 wounds with my Gargantula, 1 wound with him, and then 1 wound with these guys.
Oh, I failed my fear test because of the tear.
Yeah, and we figured that out after we
after
did all this. So
after I did all my attacks.
Yeah, after we did all of his attacks. So it may have made a difference, maybe not. Doesn't matter. It was a friendly game, not a tournament, so it doesn't matter. This one, miraculously, I got a wound off of this one.
Mm-hmm.
And
He killed
The
3
entire back
of
line.
my guys.
And
out
they're
of
all like
4.
3-up armor saves for most of them.
Mm-hmm.
And then just because he has a fucking musician
And the combat band. I have.
and the combat res banner.
He had his charge.
Wait, do you have 2 different? Do you have 2 banners in your game?
No. It's
Magical
the regular banner. The standard banner gives you +1, and then the war banner gives you +1 combat res.
War banner. Is
Yes.
that a veteran standard?
Yeah. No, it's just a magic standard.
That's considered veteran standard, right?
Yes,
You
but
only get 1
they're
per
allowed to have. No. That's for core units. Knights can have. Knights are fucking special.
Oh, it's only for core. Okay. So yeah, so bullshit musician made me lose. It didn't do anything to my leadership, but they both failed their leadership test because goblins, 6 leadership. Luckily, he only ran 4. Ran 7 here and 11 there. Obviously. Oh, so I made him turn around. He turned. Just in case. We're just move forward. Didn't really get anything else off.
Yeah, he couldn't. He couldn't reform over here.
Yeah, because my
Like these guys had to
fireworks
overrun.
had to overrun. They ran.
So they ran and bumped into him, and then he could have reformed them to be different, like a different formation, but he decided to just leave them like that. So
Yeah.
I think it was probably because he didn't think this would happen.
Yeah, I figured they would all
So
die. Because
now it's the only issue is the possibility of a flank charge there,
which would suck balls.
because they have to flee, and I'm definitely gonna fucking charge at them.
Yep.
So it is off to Warriors turn 3.
Yes,
Right.
it is.
Alright. So my shit looked like this. I charged the knights into the gargantuan, and he fled, and then he only went, what, like 4 inches, some crap like that?
5 inches when
I needed a 12 to get him. I got a 13, and didn't fail any of my dangerous terrain. These guys made their charges into here, did like 8, killed 8 on impact hits, lost 1 wound each, and was able to win combat, but he was steadfast and stuck. Then over here, when I did these charges, by the way, I'd ensured that the little shit with his 2 freaking fanatics in there was out of 8 inches of where I was going. So this guy, when he charged, is the front of them, did it so he angled straight like this and was out of the 8-inch movement or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then magic, I think everything I attempted was dispelled, right? Yeah. And then I had ended with like 2 extra dice, but didn't matter. And then my Hell Cannon, who has been on point every single time, hit a direct hit on his 1 goblin and killed him with a 2 out of the... He needed anything but, and just got a 2, barely. Yeah. But we had to check the freaking dice to make sure it wasn't loaded. But, yeah.
I rolled a direct hit once with his die, and then I rolled it again. It was a directional one. I think it caught my fingerprints.
That was definitely scary. But anyway, his movement, I moved these guys up a little bit, moved him over here to keep that guy in check, and yeah, so off to orcs and goblins, turn 4.
Yep.
So this was your turn, so you want to go over it?
Yeah, so I did a little reform for these guys to get more into combat and give me some more ranks. It worked. Helped me out. Right here, did a swift reform. Moved these guys back. I made the charges with my chariot.
Oh yeah.
Goblin Wolf Chariot went over here. He
Wolf
got
Chariot
in
was here.
on the flank. He
only
died.
killed 1 on the impact hit.
One impact hit that killed. Charged in my orcs. They needed I called the Wog. Oh, you know what? I didn't add the extra attacks for the Wog.
Do you get extra attacks for the Wog?
Yeah,
or do you
get charged. Gets +1 to attack.
Alright, we'll roll those fucking attacks.
Yeah, so I'll need to do +1 more attack for the 9 that I did.
Do you get the supporting, or just the front rank?
I think it's just the front rank. We have to check.
We'll figure that out.
We'll figure it out. We'll check that. We'll come back in a second after that. My giant did jump. I killed 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 guys, and
you had 5. I got 8.
8, but I was fast
in the wounds.
Because I had
1 rank.
5 ranks.
He had 1 more rank than I did.
I did 1 wound each over here. So
yeah, magic really didn't do anything. He got frenzy off of these guys, and then I think I dispelled everything else.
Yeah, I was trying to do the +1 toughness, +1 strength.
Yeah, I let frenzy through, and then dispelled toughness with all my dice.
Yeah.
So we'll check on that devastating charge Wog thing, and then go into warriors turn 4.
Yep.
So what happened was these knights charged from in the woods, took out his chariot, lost 1 to dangerous terrain. Then they overran because he had rallied these guys. Then I think we did the combat here with the
impact hits and some other stuff.
Not the impact hits, with for your devastating charge.
Yes.
You only did 1, or you did
3 extra.
You did 2 wounds, which tied the combat.
Yeah. 2. Yeah.
So he didn't lose the combat this time, or initially. So then after that, on my turn, I had my general charge in to his giant. Then for magic, I got the -1 toughness off on the giant, and then Mind Razor on my chosen, or my favored.
Mm-hmm.
And the question actually came up because the giant was right here, the rest of the orcs were here, and then my favored were here. My general was exactly right here. He went in, did all but 1 wound to the giant.
Yeah.
And so the giant was still alive. So then we went to the favored's turn, and the one favored who was able to get his supporting tax into the giant killed the giant. Now the question I have is he out of combat now? And if so, can he, because he is out of combat, do a combat reform? Otherwise, he's just stuck here with some freaking savages coming up his butthole.
Feral orcs.
His feral or whatever. Anyways, the combat here, because of the auto wound with freaking Mind Razor, which is disgusting.
Hella disgusting.
I just wrecked his freaking orcs and overran. Or they auto broke. I overran, killed him, and ran right into his little bunker here. And and this motherfucker got his one little fucking orc shaman who was sitting right there by his lonesome, and popped him with a direct hit again and killed him. So this, I think, is going to be the last turn.
Yeah.
Turn 6 for the orcs and the gobos. Oh, did you already rotate it?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Turn 5.
This will be the end of the game because it's getting pretty late.
It's late, and yeah. Anyways, yeah.
Maybe mad at us.
So, off to orcs. Turn 5. All right. So, your turn.
Yeah. As would happen, I charge his general, and he flees.
Not very wrathy, but they're not corn anymore, so they can flee if they want to.
Well,
and he's expensive as shit. He's 425 points plus the 100 for the general.
He's more expensive than my unit right here.
Yeah.
But anyways, so he comes up and he charges in. These guys, they overran my.
Yeah, their overrun went into your orc bunker.
Yep.
And then because of Mind Razor, I auto wound on everything. So
Imagine if I had Mind Razor on a horde of savage or a horde of.
You should have somebody other than a freaking level 1 shadow then. But yeah, he got his strength +1 strength and toughness buff off on that unit, which didn't matter because of Mind Razor auto wounding. So I annihilated all the way down to 2 guys, and they fled, and I had to pursue because they were. Actually, crap! I didn't have to pursue with Wrath. Not that it matters, because that could have been a good fight. Because I rallied him on my turn. I charged his last 2 guys and caught him. I rolled double 6s, and you rolled freaking like a 4.
Yeah.
Or something. We essentially just called it after that. But these guys
didn't get to see any action.
They got. See, what happened was
one chariot and failed frenzy.
Yeah,
assholes.
Your frenzy just fucked you on that one.
But they look pretty.
They did look very pretty. So
it looks so good.
I mean, how many points was that unit?
This is like a 300.
Just subtract that from what you had from 2,500.
This is a 355.
355.
355 point block with a 280 point general. So it's like a 500 plus point block.
Yeah. So
you get about 2,000 points out of me. Plus, and then you take into account
your BSB.
The 1, 2, 3, 4 banners that I had. You know, you had the orcs, the night goblins, the cave goblins.
I didn't get the night goblins because I didn't win it in combat, unless they changed that rule. I blew them the fuck up. Remember?
Yeah. With your freaking.
My
awesome
auto hits with my fucking hell cannon or my warp scream cannon.
It's loaded. It's a loaded.
Yeah,
die.
Loaded dice. Hold on. Where is he?
See, roll it again. Fucking loaded.
One more time.
Do it again.
Are you fucking
loaded
kidding me?
Dice.
Wow.
You see it? This is cheater.
See.
All right.
Third one.
Yeah, third one.
There again.
Yeah. Direct hit.
Wow.
He's got it loaded. It's like some sort of Arduino freaking motherboard in there.
Either way. Either way. Yeah. So.
People are getting fishy about it.
Yeah, I think we'll do the math, and then just at the end of our video, we'll throw it in there.
I'll put it in the description because I don't.
Yeah.
I just throw these things together. And
I was rolling horrible in the beginning. You were rolling. Your magic phases were amazing.
Cool.
Mine
But
suck balls.
I didn't have, so my magic was great, but with that magic, I didn't have anybody in combat, and my spells were really just some pretty good buffs, but I think I probably should have taken something else. Like
I think-
maybe,
I think your shirt comes into play here.
I know, it really does. It's all fun and games. Someone fails an armor saving throw.
Every single time.
Yeah, and then my other shirt says, well, shit, and it's got a 1 on a D20.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah, I mean, I think,
1 in 20 chances.
like I said, my army was straight up chariots and a big block. I think if you had your actual, like, normal war machines, you probably would have done something more
I would have
with...
crushed all your chariots.
Yeah, because you probably would have been rolling hits like I was.
Yeah, that's like I said before. This is my first time doing a list without any shooting whatsoever, minus the night goblin or the cave goblins with the short bows, and I didn't do any shooting with my gargantula, so I really had absolutely no shooting. And now, if I decided to do a 3,000 point list with this, I'd have 2 git launchers, 2 splatterers, 2 gargantulas, and I'd still go under this 25%. 25% rare.
See, my thing is, if you...
And I'd still be able to take everything exactly the same.
Alright, so I made the mistake of not deleting all of the pictures and videos of my daughter off of my phone. So I ran out of space mid-conversation with my brother. You can see the rest of the previous conversation on his video. I'll plop a link down in there to it. Yeah, so it was a pretty, like, I want to say he got screwed because his savages basically the failing of the one frenzy test and having to run into my chariot and then getting kind of stuck there essentially for a turn or two screwed him. The fact that he didn't have anything to shoot at me, I think I said all this stuff before, but this is me just kind of reiterating or doing my closing on this video. But the fact that he didn't have any shooting and I had my hell cannon that was apparently on point the entire fucking time, just like I just played the waiting game and just let him come to me while I shot the crap out of him. The night combat with the Ragnarok and the chariot went way differently than I thought it was going to, and the fact that he lost just barely, I think it was by 1 because of my musician, and while the Ragnarok was stubborn, I think we did the roll on the modification with the combat res added in, and he still would have failed even without it, because I think he had a leadership 6 or whatever. But that kind of sucked for him because obviously that's a huge monster of his, and it should have been able to take those knights out, but I think my rolling was much better than his the entire time. So this video is already almost 27 minutes long now, so I'm just going to cut it off, and I'll try and add a link to my brother's video in there as well. Anyways, thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.
If you